clarify your intentions. Hi, my name is David O'Dwyer, and welcome to my journey through the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations of Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday. Today, we're on January 5th. Hey, 5 days, that's fantastic. And today's is clarify your intentions. Let all your efforts be directed to something. Keep in mind that that end in view. It's not activity that disturbs people, but false conceptions of things that drive them mad. Seneca, on the Tranquility of Mind, 12.5. Law 29 of the 48 Laws of Power is, plan all the way to the end. Robert Greene writes, by planning to the end, you will not be overwhelmed by circumstances, and you'll know when to stop. Gently guide fortune and help determine the future by thinking far ahead. The second habit in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is begin with the end in mind. Having the end in mind is no guarantee that you'll reach it. No Stoic would tolerate that assumption. But not having an end in mind is a guarantee that you won't. To the Stoics, false conceptions are responsible not just for disturbances in the soul, but for the chaotic and dysfunctional lives and operations. When your efforts aren't directed to a cause or purpose, how will you know what to do day in, day out? How will you know when to say no and when to say yes to? How will you know when you've had enough, when you've reached your goal, when you've gotten off track, if you've never defined what those things are? The answer is you cannot. And you are driven into failure, or worse, into madness by the oblivion of directionlessness. Ooh, I like today's one. This reminds me of something that I heard when I was about 15 years old. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you land amongst the stars. And having kind of those big goals and then working backwards, a big kind of intention. Having a big why so you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, right? Good example is, why, the why, but also all right, I have an intention of every day to make a video on this, right? It's a pretty clear, in the terms of kind of SMART goals, right? It's, it's achievable, it's specific, achievable, measurable, time bound, and it's relevant to what I want to try to accomplish. So I know I think I got that a bit wrong, but I think you understand kind of what I'm going at. Even another big goal that I had, so about 7.5 years ago, I left the United States to go cook my way around the world. I didn't get very far, and the idea was I was going to go 10 years to cook my way around the world, go back to Seattle and open up a culinary school. That has not happened. But if I didn't have that big goal, that big end in mind, I probably would never have gotten off the couch in Seattle and made it out to where I'm at now in Ireland. So, and all the other places that I was able to visit in the last 7 years, and the attempt at making the journey. I shot for the moon. I missed, but I landed amongst the stars, and I've now found new goals to kind of hit and new things to go for. And so recognizing, this is where it's like you said, keeping that end in mind, having that intention. So I think the times that I've struggled most of my life is when I've been listless, when I've kind of not had that grounded intention of what I wish to accomplish. Then you go around in circles, and it's easy to fall into the habit of drugs and alcohol and other kind of, you just kind of end up playing video games, you're doing things, and you're wondering, oh man, why is life so shit? Because we have to create that meaning, right? We have to find that intention and clarify it and really know what we want. One of the ways that kind of one of the tools that helped me was having a coach, right? A life coach really helped me clarify my intentions, clarify my values and beliefs. That's why one of the reasons I became a coach, to help people as well, to help find that kind of, because I think everyone has it inside them. Personally, I think that everyone there's that intention and goal, that thing that maybe you don't want to say to people, but deep down that you really want to pursue. And I'm telling you, go pursue it. Go find that, keep that end in mind of why you want to do what you do. And all right, have the big goal, then reverse engineer the little steps. Find your little baby wins of the day, right? I'm starting to do these things first thing in the morning, so I have that first win. You know, maybe I'll batch content later, like because that's what all the gurus say. But for me, it's the intention of setting up a daily routine. Right. Part of this is not about just making a video. It's about building that daily routine and habit to build my spiritual presence, to build the self-discovery, to go through these intentions and be really clear with what I want to accomplish, right? And like, one of my goals I want to accomplish this year is I want to be, a successful life coach. I want to help men find that spiritual center, to come along on this journey with me, to really get us to the point of where we can what it means to be a man inside, and what that and that's a very clear intention of finding through the Stoics, through philosophy, through spirituality, how I can accomplish this is what I want to do. And so I'm so grateful for everyone for joining me on this journey. So grateful. Thank you so much. I'm really curious though, if you've got a big goal, clarify your intention. What is a goal of yours? Leave it in the comments below. I would love to know. I try to respond to all of them. Thank you so much for everyone who's been following along so far. And it's only been 5 days and it's been so amazing. Thank you so much. And, with that, I wish you a great, if not better day.